Dang, Mari got the saddest goodbye. Because it's not guaranteed that Haruki will be able to see Mari's-san again after spring, when winter ends. Koharu and Chiaki is pretty much guaranteed since they're going to the same college, but Mari, dang, makes me feel a little sad for her.
あ、この辺止めて止めて。
え、ここ？けどこの辺何もないよ。
浅田橋の方だったよね。まだ結構あるじゃん。
いいのいいの。だって
What's going on?
私の家このすぐ先だから。
Dang, she's good.
どういう意味？
送ってくれてありがとうね。助かっちゃった。
ちょっとさ、それはないんじゃない？ご飯食べに行くんじゃなかったの？
Dang, she's too good.
ごめん、休養思い出しちゃった。それに私夜は食べないことにしてるんだ。そもそも無理があったよね。
And she don't eat dinner. Strict diet.
柳原さん、
なにともちゃん、いきなりそういうのって冷たくね？これから盛り上がってこって時にさ。
そうだって。それなら別にドライブでもいいじゃん。ここでお別れは寂しくない？
ああ、その辺は大丈夫。
Damn.
あとはセツナが二人の相手してくれるから。
What a bitch. I'll take that back.
柳原さん、
そりゃ俺たちはいいかもしんないけど、今度はせつなちゃんが寂しがらない？
まあ確かにね。その子さ、最近彼氏と別れたばっかで寂しいの。だから二人で慰めてあげてほしいんだ。いや、そんな、ちょっと。
そっか、それはかわいそうだな。辛かったね、せつなちゃん。
そんなわけだからお疲れ。あとは任せたからね、お互いに。私帰ります。家に帰らないと。だとしたらセツナ、余計ここで降りたらダメじゃない。いえ、全然逆方向だし。あなたはじゃあね。みんなはゆっくり楽しんでってね。さよなら、おぎそせつなちゃん。待って、柳原さん待って。
おっと、せつなちゃんここで降りてもしょうがないんでしょ？
そっか、さっきから元気なかったの、そういうわけだったんだ。ゆっくり話聞いてあげるから、まずは場所変えよう。
降りる。降ろして。
だから大丈夫だって。パーッと騒いで嫌なことなんか忘れちゃおう。
違うの。私そんなつもりじゃ。
いや、とりあえず出しちゃえって。走りながらゆっくり話せばいいから。
ダメ。やだ。
乗ってきたのそっちなんだからさ、ちゃんと付き合ってくれなくちゃ困るよな。
いや、ダメ。下ろして。こんなの嫌。
だからそんなに怖がらなくっても。
いや、助けて。春樹くん。
そんな別れた男のことなんか忘れてさ。
助けて。
あ、ともちゃん、どうしたの？
ごめん、さっきの嘘。さ、せつな、帰るよ。
何？ちょっとそれどういうこと？
実は私たち喧嘩中だったのよね。だからちょっと意地悪して置いてっちゃったの。ほら、早く降りて、せつな。柳原さん。
待ってよ。そんなここまでついてきといて。
それ以上ごねたらこっちも必死で抵抗するよ。せっかくの新車に傷がついちゃったりして。
Damn.
昔やらなかった？こうやって100円玉でガリガリって。
やめて。
That's the worst thing you could do to a man. She can't scratch his car.
セツナ、早く降りなさい。
Damn, Setsuna is so weak. I'm not gonna lie. My opinion of Setsuna kind of went down. I'm like, damn, bro. All she had to do was just get out. Hey. She couldn't hop out when she saw the other girl hop out. Why she stayed in, man? Just make me like shake my head. I'm like, damn. That's all I was doing in my head. I'm like, God damn it, bro. Damn it, Setsuna.
優しく積もるように
I guess the argument can come up to defend Setsuna, but she's too confused. But in the first place, she should have just refused and went home. But she just followed. You could say that she was worried about Touma. But I don't know, bro. When Touma hopped out, he should have hopped out.
アルバムの空白をあれ、2番だっけ
Dang. This is awkward. She's singing White Album? Yeah. While Setsuna's crying.
うざいな。いい加減泣きやんだら。ひどいよ。もういいじゃない。こうして助けてあげたんだし。私もしあのまま。大丈夫だって。車のナンバー写メで友達送ってあったから。私まで拉致られたら警察動いてたよ。肩何度も触られた。そんくらい大したことないでしょ。常に男に狙われてるおぎそさんが。逃げられそうになった。どこの箱入り娘よ。ってもしかして本当にそうなの？ねえ、楽しい。私をからかってそんなに楽しいの？楽しいね、すごく。だってさ、私はこれからもずっと小木曽刹那を嫌い続けてくんだから。だからあなたがとことん落ちてくのは見逃せない。そんな私あなたにそこまで嫌われる理由なんか。ああ、そういえばさ、さっきあなたが叫んでた春樹くんって思い出した。軽音の北原先輩の名前が確か春樹でしたよね。それって3年前に捨てられた相手じゃないですか。噂になってましたよ、私たちの学年でも。って何それ、3年前に振られたこと未だに引きずってんの？信じられない。あの小木曽刹那が？たかがそんな程度のことでこんな見る影もなくなっちゃったっての？そんな程度ってどんな？え？あなたに何がわかるの？小木曽さん？あなたは私が人を見下してるって言ったけど、本当に見下してるのはあなたの方よね。ふーん。ほら、その目、そんな風に人を見下して貶めて。それで？ずっとそんな風に生きてきて人との関係に苦しんだことがあるの？本気で相手のことを思ったことがあるの？だから何がおかしいのよ。さっきから人の顔見て笑ってばかり。そうやって食いついてきてよ。抵抗もせずに叩き潰されるような女じゃないよね、私の知ってる小木曽刹那はさ。バカにするのもいい加減にしてよ。付属を卒業してから3年間ずっと退屈な毎日を過ごしてきた。何の目的も期待もなく大学に通って、友達の誘いも断り続けて、友達と呼べる人なんか数えるほどもいなくて、家と大学の往復だけで バイトもしなくて、外出もそんなにしなくて、家で一人で過ごして、弟にはよく引きこもりだって笑われた。だからたまにデートだって嘘ついて一人で映画見たりして。
Damn, bruh.
男の人に声かけられるの嫌だから、わざと地味な服着て、三つ編みしてメガネかけて、退屈でも我慢して夜遅くまで時間潰して、飲みたくもないお酒まで飲んで、酔って遅く帰って、家族には深い関係みたいに装って。キモい。うるさいな。そうだよ、キモいよ私。そんなの分かってるよ。ずっと一人の相手を引きずってネクラだよ。しかもその相手がこっち向いても受け入れられなくて、まるで分裂症だよ。あー、その気あるかもね。あなたなんかに私の気持ちが分かるわけがない。分かるわけないじゃない、そんなキモい女の心なんか。
Damn.
いいこと聞いちゃった。元北条のアイドル小木曽刹那の知られざる素顔。どんな男も想像できそうにない暗くて深くてキモい心の闇。真実を知ったらみんなどう思うんだろう。勝手に言いふらせばいいでしょう。あなたは私と違っておしゃべりなんだから。こんな話誰が言ったって信じないでしょ。それどころかこっちが気の毒な顔されるわ。そんな嘘までついて陥れたいほど嫉妬してるのかってね。それでいいじゃない。それこそが現北条のアイドル柳原友の知られざる素顔なんだから。やっと友って名前を呼んだね。あなたの小木曽刹那って呼び方大嫌い。それは嬉しいわ。嫌われたくてわざとそう呼んでる身としては。じゃあそろそろタクシー拾いますか。あなたの家末継町よね。そんなことまで知ってるんだ。まるでストーカーみたい。まあ当たらずとも遠からずなんじゃない。さあ大通りまで出るわよ。私に指図しないで。
I like that Setsuna more. She should have been like that in the beginning. She should have went home in the beginning. But, you know, this is for our story. It's for our entertainment. Am I entertained? Yeah, that was pretty good. I kind of like that. Right? She had to make that very fatal mistake of following Touma. And we got a pretty decent scene. I like that. As a cotton stick soaked in disinfectant touched the tip of my fingers, my face twisted as a result of the sharp pain. This past week, almost every day, I had to go through this ritual, and I still haven't gotten used to the pain yet. Dang, bruh. Dang, I'm not gonna lie. My image of Setsuna, Ogiso, right? Ogiso Setsuna, is shattered. Because in the illusion, it's pretty much back from the introduction route, right? In the introduction route, my image of her was pretty much what Touma had envisioned her, right? I thought she was that too, but, you know, once we saw the truth, I was like, oh shit, never mind. She's actually kind of nice. And then after we did Koharu, Mari-san, and Chiaki, I was like, dang, Setsuna's the nicest girl in the world. But then after she said all that again, hey, I have a new opinion on Setsuna. I'm like, dang, bruh. Not crazy. Crazy is not the right word, but she is depressed. I don't know what to feel. Is it pity? Sad? I guess that might be the right word. Now I just feel sad for her. I used to think I went from like what Touma view and Setsuna Introduction Route, and then they revealed the truth. I'm like, oh dang, that sucks. She just had a very bad accident, pretty much, right? Everything just kept falling apart. And then, you know, closing chapter, we did Koharu, Mari, Chiaki. I was like, dang, Setsuna's the nicest girl in the world. And then it revealed what she really was thinking. And I'm like, dang, she's not the nicest girl in the world. She's kind of sad. I guess what Touma said, disgusting too. It's not too far off, but I feel more sad than, you know. It's more of a sad feeling for me. Despite the transparent medicine on them, my fingers are still red and swollen, and I can't help but let out a sigh of how pathetic I am. Back then, I couldn't last 2 or 3 days before I needed this. At worst, I couldn't last over 20 hours. Oh, he's practicing the guitar! My wrist has become weaker due to lack of practice, and my skin has become more fragile. These factors put together make me realize the awful truth. I sigh once again, and flinch in pain when the air reaches my fingers. Will I be able to return to my prime at this rate? Even when I was at my prime, I wasn't that amazing, so now I'm just a terrible beginner.
乾いたかな。
But being pessimistic and doing nothing is something that I would be doing last year. The way I am now, I might complain about the pain on my fingers, but after that, I put on bandage on my fingers to keep practicing as if nothing happened. At the very least, I have to cross the first hurdle today.
おっと。
Just as I finish preparing the perfect timing, or rather the worst timing, something interrupts me. The phone on top of the charger starts ringing and vibrating, as if urging me to pick up the call. I carefully pick up the phone in a way as to not hurt my fingers, and answer without looking at the caller ID. In the past few days, only Takia or the ones who supported me would call. The fuck is this? Oh, I know who this is. That's fucking Mari-san. Okay, she's drunk. Nice. So that's our final farewell message to Mari-san. Kita Hari Baka. Mari-san final message to Haruki. You're an idiot. Nice. See you in spring, Mari. Wait a minute, who the fuck is this now? Who's calling Setsuna? Ah! Yeah, that's funny. Damn, I was like, who's calling Setsuna? If Mari's calling Haruki, then who's calling Setsuna? Dang. What Touma did was pretty fucked up.
ごめんな、せつな。
Setsuna should have known that girl hated her guts. She shouldn't have followed her. Let her in that car with 2 men alone. She owe her nothing. But I don't know if she's nice or not. I can't tell anymore. I don't know if she did that out of the kindness of her heart, or she was just a fool.
何謝ってるのよ。最初にかけたのはこっちなのに、こんなひどい言いがかりにどうして謝っちゃうのよ。
うん。
Setsuna is obviously very drunk right now.
私に振られたくせにそうやってペコペコ謝ったり、まだ好きだなんて諦めの悪いこと言ったり、本当今の春樹くんってイライラするよ。
そうだな。
The usual excessive worry or depressing feeling is gone, and instead, there's an excessive outburst of all the bottled up emotions.
それでいて、私が辛い思いをしてる時も何もしてくれない。本当に役立たずなんだから。
何かあった？話してみる気ある？
And that's someone who I haven't met in a while. 3 times as selfish as usual, even over the phone. The troublesome Setsuna.
なんで助けに来てくれなかったのよ。呼んだのに。私、あなたのこと何度も呼んだのに。
気づかなかった。 悪い。
私、あなたのせいで、あなたのせいで、あなた以外の男に触られた。身の毛もよだつ思いがした。後悔した。
うん。
相手の男の人に嫉妬。
引き裂いてやろうかと思った。
嘘つき。そんな淡々と言わないでよ。気にしてないのが見え見えで、また泣けてくる。
Dang, she can't. Was he serious? I feel like, I don't know, man. I think Haruki was serious.
ごめんな。
Nah, he wasn't. I don't know anymore. He always say sorry. Haruki, please. Damn, bro. Tell her how you feel. I'm not lying. My cell phone's about to crack because of how hard I'm gripping it. But I can't let myself get swept away by emotions. I still don't have the right to do this in front of Setsuna.
もういいや。なんでこんな辛い思いをしなきゃならないの？
She must be like this because of the alcohol. At the same time, she must have had an unpleasant encounter today.
あなたが、春樹くんが、いつまでも遠くも近くもないところにいるせいだよ。
せつな。
Most likely, when she wake up tomorrow, her face will be even redder than now, and she'll call me again feeling regret.
逃げないで。でも近づかないでって。そんな私の気まぐれを忠実に守ってるせいだよ。
No! Haruki's practicing the guitar! He's trying to surprise you! Give him time! Fucking Haruki! Why can't you learn the guitar faster? But now I'm thankful for the wine bottle that's with her. At the same time, I'm thankful for that unpleasant encounter because it led her to reaching out to me. Even though I truly wish that disgusting man would just die.
全部あなたのせいなんだよ。
Because ever since New Year's Eve, I haven't once heard Setsuna voice until now. Because in the past 3 years, Setsuna never once yelled at me like this.
私は全然悪くないんだよ。
This is the Setsuna who got her purity stolen by me. It's the Setsuna who I so cruelly crushed. This is the real Setsuna who I once erased.
ただ、あなたに裏切られて、振り回されて、こんなネクラでキモい女の子になっちゃっただけなんだよ。
My tears are threatening to spill out from this nostalgia. No, they already are. I've been hoping for a day when Setsuna can be like this without relying on alcohol. I want to see Setsuna like this once again. I want to be selfish. I want her to be selfish. To be self-concerned. I wanted her to put me on the spot. I want her to have me spoil her like a fool. As for everything I lost, and everything that was lost because of me, I want to take it all back.
なんとか言いなさいよ。叱りなさいよ。相手の間違いを指摘しない春樹くんなんて、そんなの本物の北原春樹じゃないよ。私の
Damn.
私の春樹くんじゃ。
あのさ、せつな。
何？
一旦切るな。別に大したことじゃないんだ。ただ部屋の電話からかけ直すだけ。
Why?
どうして携帯じゃいけないの？
ちょっとね。
そんなこと言って本当はもうかけてこないんでしょ？私なんかともう話したくないでしょ？
That is weird on Haruki. Why you want to switch on your home phone? What's the difference?
絶対にかけるから。
それで携帯の電源切って部屋の電話もケーブル引っこ抜いて。
Dang.
しないって。そんなことするわけないだろ。
This is all Haruki fault, bro. Haruki turned Setsuna into this type of girl, bro. She's not stable, bro.
今まで何度も裏切ってきたくせに、ずっと逃げて距離を置いてきたくせに。
He's on minutes? Oh, that's totally understandable. Setsuna, let him hang up. Dang, she's crazy though. Damn, I didn't want to say it. I really wanted to avoid using that word, but it's too late. It slipped out. This is all Haruki fault, bro. It's because she cheated on Setsuna on her birthday. She was permanently scarred, mentally scarred for life. She can't think straight anymore. She's crazy now. She's a crazy girlfriend. This is all Haruki's fault. Haruki, you asshole. Why did you cheat on Setsuna on her birthday of all days? You fucking asshole. Damn. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I didn't think Setsuna was like this. Honestly, I thought, like I said, in the closing chapter, my illusion of Setsuna was she's the nicest girl in the world. That's how it looked when she was talking to Koharu. That's how it looked when, you know, they were in the mountains together in Mari-san route. And that's how it looked when she was talking with Chiaki as well. But I don't even know what's going on in her head anymore. What was going on in her head when she did all those things on the other routes? I always wondered. Well, not always wondered. I'm now wondering that. Dang.
Setsuna.
How many times have you already betrayed me? Even though we're always avoided me. Always kept your distance. How many times?
信じられない。
Damn.
絶対に切っちゃ嫌。
It's all Haruki's fault.
今だけ。あと一度だけ俺を信じて。
待って、春樹くん待って。
Damn.
そんなこと言われたって不安なものは不安なんだよ。それくらいのこと分かってよ。
Haruki, you asshole. She said don't hang up. Why did you hang up?
早く早く早く。春樹くん春樹くん春樹くん。
I bet that's not Haruki, huh? It's gonna be like EO. Ah, it's Haruki. Oh, you learned the guitar! Alright. You did decent, Haruki. I was complaining he should learn the guitar faster. I guess Haruki heard that. Nice. That's why he wanted to be on his phone.
ごめん。固定電話の方にしかハンズフリーがなかったから。
Oh, he's on speaker. You could have done that on your cell phone too, can't you? Do, 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 do.
<sighs>
2011? Smartphones were still new. Oh shit. He probably doesn't have one. That's right. I thought this was 2014. Well, they did show their phone anyway. They have flip phones. No. The anime came out 2013. Oh. Okay. Visual novel is 2010-11. I got you. I didn't think it was that old. I thought it was, for some reason, 2014. I don't know why. But in the speaker mode on my home phone, I can hear Setsuna on the other side. So there was probably 2009, 2010, okay. But since the quality of the sound is terrible, I can't tell if she's sighing, laughing, or crying at all. But compared to the feeling of sadness and security from just now, this is completely different.
先週から始めたばかりだからまだ下手だけど。
ほんと下手くそ。
Dang, bruh. Setsuna. Come on, man. Just take him back. What more do Haruki needs? He's playing the... Damn, I can't say that's a love song. That's a love song for Kazusa, not Setsuna. But she doesn't know that, right? Setsuna doesn't know that's Kazusa love letter, right? Motorola Razr.
でも昔からそんなにうまくもなかったよね。
まあね。
As I grip the string on with my right hand, I can still feel the pain. Thanks to these few days, 10 hours per day. Practice session, the first layer of my skin had already fell off, and the nerve of my fingers is showing. Even though I'm going to be a 4th year student soon, even though I should be applying for a job soon, even though I have final exams soon. What the hell am I doing here?
何やってるの春樹くん。もうすぐ試験なのに。
本当にな。
バカみたいだよ。
Aw.
うん。バカだよな。無意味だよな。
But comparing Setsuna, who's at a loss for words, and Setsuna from before, there are some obvious differences. Her words are no longer emotionally charged. Her feelings are calmed down, and I can barely hear her.
ねえ春樹くん。
And above all, she must be very tired.
私あなたが大好き。けれどあなたが大嫌い。
俺はせつなが大好きだ。ただそれだけだよ。
知ってたよそんなこと。だって私は春樹くんのこと何でも知ってるんだから。
なあ、せつな。
Dang. You know what? She needed this, dude. She's been so depressed for the last 3 years. This is probably the first night that she ever slept. Like, decent, maybe.
せつな。おやすみ。
He can't hang up, bro. He hang up, she's gonna wake up. You gotta leave the phone on. January 24th. What was yesterday? Is this the next day? I don't remember. Oh well. And it's 8:20. I entered the front gates of the university today punctually, as always. I woke up at 6:30, took a hot shower, got dressed, ate my breakfast, and then slowly made other preparations before leaving my room, as I always do. Yeah, I think it's the next day. Such is the unchanged cycle of my life, and I've been maintaining for the past 3 years. Another normal Monday. Another instance of the first day beginning the cycle of another next week. Or new week, I should say. At least that's what it was supposed to be. Dang, Setsuna is like a... She's like a... I don't know. She's running away.
どうしよ
I was gonna say she's like a middle schooler, bro. I guess that wouldn't be too far off. I had to wait. I couldn't confirm the situation. Yeah, she's like a middle schooler, bro. Running away from her crush.
う。これじゃ人のこと言えないよ。まるで私がストーカーじゃない。
I guess she's a stalker too.
おはよう。ごめん、驚かせて。
Setsuna ran back into her lecture building, and her defenseless back faced towards me.
見てた？
Damn, bro.
まあ。
I like Setsuna. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This Setsuna is really nice too. There's so many forms of Setsuna that we've seen. She's truly special, bro. She's truly special. We saw all kind of Setsunas, right? We saw the Hojo Queen Setsuna in the very beginning. We saw the real Setsuna right after we met her. We saw the happy-go-lucky Setsuna when we went out with her. We saw the depressing Setsuna at the end of introduction. And then we saw Setsuna being kind, yet, I guess not the word mysterious, but, you know, kind, for the past 3 routes. But also sad at the same time. And we truly saw her depressed for this route. And now we're seeing the cute Setsuna like she's in love again. Right here.
見てた？
Perhaps it's better to say that it's difficult for me to have not noticed her. She's behaving exactly the same way as Io reported on the phone a few days ago, after all.
ごめんなさい。
いや、俺は全然。
People around us are most likely pretty shocked because of her weird behavior. After all, in a university, the name Okuso Setsuna has also earned the title a third-year student who doesn't belong to any club, and she's actually quite popular. And also, this is the third building. Compared to the economic buildings in the south of the campus, there's a literature building that's on the opposite side.
それでどうしたの？
Actually, I don't think I even need to ask.
その金曜の夜はごめんなさい。
謝られることなんか何も心当たりがないな。
I knew the real reason Setsuna was here the moment I saw her.
私消えてしまいたい。それでこれお詫びの印なんだけど。
Oh! She forces the paper back at me, and it feels like there's a little box inside. She still hasn't changed. Always so formal with these things. It's most likely fruit sent from the countryside or something.
本当になんて謝ったらいいか。
どのくらい覚えてる？
だいたい。
そっか。
ごめんなさい。
Her reaction after waking up from that night is pretty much exactly as expected it would be.
朝目が覚めたらワインが一瓶空いてて、
God damn,
も
bro.
のすごく頭痛くて一日中起きれなくて。
Her face is pale. Cold sweat is dripping from her skin. Her vision wanders as she's trying to apologize.
ひどいよね私。春樹くん何も悪くないのにあんな。
Because what she's doing is so cute, and because she's behaving exactly as expected, I can't help but smile.
落ち着けって刹那。
でも
To be honest, the way Setsuna used to avoid me was actually bad for me. We're able to talk again after half a month now, all because of the fact that she got drunk. All because Setsuna managed to snap at me, are we able to see each other now, for the first time in a month. That's why I have something to tell Setsuna.
俺全然気にしてな
What happened?
くない。
But that sounded way too smug coming from me, and Setsuna's expression confirms it.
いろいろと突き刺さることあった。ちょっ
だよね。
Even though she's apologizing now, I think Setsuna is closer to showing her true feelings when she's drunk.
でもあの時のことは忘れて。だってあれ私の本当の気持ちじゃ。
俺にとってはあれが刹那の本当の気持ちであってほしい。
Damn, I love you, but at the same time I hate you.
どうして？
Well, you see, it's also. The more I accept what happened that night, the more Setsuna tries to avoid it and seems sorry about it.
どうして春樹くんがそう思うの？
And yet, what she says is the exact opposite of how she looks, and she seems pretty depressed.
だってそしたら俺は頑張れる。今の俺が最低だってことなら最低じゃない俺にこれからなることができるから。
Setsuna must have hoped for this. She hoped that I could change.
そしたら俺は今度こそ刹那に振られずに済む男になれるかも。
The me who couldn't destroy our relationship is now replaced by the new me.
だから一昨日のことは忘れないしずっと気にし続ける。刹那に二度とあんなこと言われないように。
そんな私なんかのためにそんな。
これは俺の勝手な思い込みだから。俺が勝手に刹那に気に入られようって頑張ってるだけだから。
春樹
Dang, he's so smooth.
だから刹那の意見は聞かない。何も従わない。
Setsuna's expression. Her sealed lips slowly open up. It's like she wants to answer, or she's looking for something, but her logic stops her from doing so. Although what she truly wants to say is hidden, it's like a leaking from her mouth, and her gestures betray the truth.
刹那はこれからもひどいこと考えててほしい。俺のこと最低なやつだって思っててほしい。
そんな無理だよ。
まあ従わないのも勝手だけどな。 互い。
私
それじゃあそろそろ講義だから。
But I won't ask for an answer immediately. As long as it's before winter comes to an end, it's fine.
じゃあせつな。
はい。
As I turn my back on Setsuna and look down the hall, I immediately realize that numerous people are staring at us. As I start walking, their vision starts to follow me. The person behind me and proceeds to give us a funny look. This is bad. Even I'm well aware of how popular Setsuna is at this university.
春樹くん
Oh god!
おいせつな。
Causing a scene! Just as I was thinking about how to not make things any worse.
また聞かせて。春樹くんのギター聞かせて。
Okay. She didn't even notice the people around staring at us, so she said it a little too loud.
それはああ、もっと上手になったら。
うまくなくてもいい。ミスなんかしてもいい。
Aww.
ただ毎日の練習の成果を聞かせて。
Just like 3 years ago.
毎日？
そう、毎日少しずつうまくなってるんだって自慢してよ。
Well, actually 3 years ago, Setsuna didn't really listen to Haruki practice, right? Haruki had to practice alone in the music room, while Kazusa trained Setsuna vocals.
うん。また今夜電話する。
絶対だよ。約束だよ。
Yakusoku. Well then, I guess it's impossible to hide anymore. Setsuna just started staring straight at me. And no matter how you looked at it, she happily waved her hands at me. Then left the building skipping like a little girl. Then it's like she's in love again. Right? There's no way anything could go wrong now. This has to go straight to the happy ending. We just went through the roller coaster already. Although my situation so far this term has already been grim, I'm now in a truly hopeless situation. But I still managed to let out a dry laugh. Because I made a new promise with her. I'm allowed to talk to her every day. What makes Setsuna happy also makes me happy. There's nothing that could make me happier than this.
Oh.
And then I found yet another surprise. Another thing that would make me happy. Inside the bag she handed me was a handmade lunchbox from her.
これ
Damn,
受け取
bro.
ってください。
Why is Setsuna so nice, bro? I can't tell if she's nice or depressed anymore. Right now, I think this form of Setsuna. Right? I think she's slowly coming back to Setsuna 3 years ago. Where she's the happy-go-lucky Setsuna. Right? She's still a little bit depressed sometimes. Maybe all the time. Maybe right now. But I think that genuine smile that she gave Haruki, seeing her happy like that, I think she's slowly coming back to 3 years ago Setsuna.
何これ。お弁当今朝早起きして作ってきたの。はあ？先週お弁当を落としてしまってごめんなさい。どうしてもこれだけは償っておきたかったから。一応カロリーもちゃんと計算してる。逆にちょっと軽めかもしれないけど。なんでこんなことするの？あなたが何しても私あなたのこと大嫌いだよ。私だってそうよ。だからこそあなたに借りを残しておきたくなかったの。
I'm glad she hates her too. If she wouldn't hate Touma after that weird incident, something would have been wrong with you, Setsuna. You'll be, I don't know, you've been nice or you're crazy in the head. I'm glad she hates Touma too.
かりんね。カラオケ屋から後のことは謝る気はないの。あれはお互い様だって思ってるし、
I don't know about
私だっ
that.
て随分と嫌な思いしたから。
I think you got hurt more, Setsuna.
私は結構楽しかったんだけどね。でもお弁当の件は全面的に私が悪かった。だからこれで全部終わらせてほしいの。あなたは私が落ちていくのを見たいと言ったけど、私はそんなところ絶対に見せたくない。もう 落ちていきたくなんかない。春樹くんと何かあった？
Yeah.
そんなことあなたに関係ないでしょ。
Yeah.
ふん。だから遠慮なく受け取って。お弁当箱は返さなくてもいいから、もうこれっきりだから。まあ遠慮なくいただいておくわ。まずかったら捨てるけど。もう話すこともないだろうけど、頑張ってね柳原友さん。あなたの成功一応祈っておく。それじゃあ携帯。あなたの携帯鳴ってるよ。
What?
別に鳴ってないけど。
Oh, Touma was too clever. Watch, it's going to boop. I got your phone number.
聞こえるでしょ。ほら着信音、これって私のと全然違うし。私には聞こえないけど。ちょっと見てみなよ、絶対に鳴ってるって。そんなはず。あっ、ちょっと借りるよ。ほらちゃんと着信。あれ、ちょっと返して。
God damn it, Setsuna. How you gonna fall for this trick? You know her. You know she's sneaky.
待って待って、絶対聞こえたんだって。あなたの携帯から何だから。そんなはずは。ほら着信ってああ、これ私の携帯だね。
Dang.
ちょっとごめん、勘違い。ほら返すわ。一体何がしたかったの？私の携帯から自分の携帯にかけて一体どうしようって。
She got your digits.
新規登録おぎそ
Yukina.
せつなだ。あなた柳原さん。まあそんなに怒らない怒らない。ほらお詫びの印にこれあげるからさ。こんな勝手なことばかりされて。で、これは私のランチボックス。
What?
ちゃんと洗って返してよね。それ結構お気に入りなんだから。何それ、一体どういうつもり。じゃあね、また電話するね、せつな。
Setsuna.
はあ。
Why is Setsuna so easy to trick? God dang it. January 25th, Tuesday.
ねえ、他には何が弾けるの？
This is my third time playing my album, so Setsuna murmurs a question.
そうだな。禁じられた遊びなら。
それって聞いたことある。ギター始めた初心者が必ず弾く曲だって。
まさにその通りでさ。今の俺の腕はそんなもん。
Haruki makes me want to play the guitar now. It is pretty cool. Is it because she had enough of the song? Or she thinks that I practiced the same song enough already? I can't really tell which one is right.
レパートリーはこれから増やしてく。今はとりあえずこれをノーミスでクリアしないと。
But Setsuna shouldn't be worrying about it. From beginning to end, I still hesitated 2 or 3 places, so I still have a ways to go until I get tired of the song.
じゃあ次の曲はさ、リクエストとかも受け付けてくれる？
Which one?
いいけど、完全新作は時間かかるぞ。昔弾いたことのある曲ならそれなりだけど。
そうは言っても私、春樹くんのギターって数えるほどしか聞いたことないしな。
それもそうだったな。
After all, Setsuna have only listened to my guitar for about a month or so.
あ、そういえばあれはまだ弾ける？
あれって？
ほら、サウンドオブディスティニー。歌が終わった後のギターソロのところ。
The really hard solo part.
春樹くん、一生懸命練習してたよね。あんな難しい早弾きだったのに、たった1週間でマスターしちゃって。
ああ、うん。
ステージでもノーミスだったもんね。 あの時私本当は春樹くんのことが心配で、自分がどう歌ったのかも全然覚えてなくて。
いや、アコギじゃあんなの不可能だって。
She remembers something.
ついでにエレキでもあと1年待ってほしいくらい。やっぱこのブランクはきつくってさ。
Dang, Setsuna remember a bad memory.
そうだね。無理言っちゃった。ごめんなさい。
Let's see. I wonder what she remembered that made her sad. I wonder if she remembered that Haruki spent an entire week in Touma house practicing that song.
いや、そんな。俺の方こそ。せつな。
ごめんなさい。続けて。
That was also like when Setsuna first cried too, right? That's when she because you know when everybody was invited to Touma house, she found like Haruki travel set or something like that.
ああ。うん。
3 years ago. Whenever we drop our guard for a bit during the conversation, that time always becomes the topic. And then before we even realize it, we both end up slightly hurt and fall into silence. That's why Setsuna asked me to play it again. She's pushing me to keep playing non-stop.
ねえ、春樹くん。もうしばらく私の話聞いててくれる？
Oh,
ただ聞くだけで返事はしないでいいんだ。
she's gonna sing.
ギター。
あ、何でもいいから話して。
ありがとう。
Most likely, it's because when the two of us go silent, like just a second ago, the music breaks the silence and eases our fears a little. We can pretend like nothing happened.
ね、何から話そうかな。ちょっとだけ待っててね。今頭の中で整理するから。
いいよ、ゆっくり考えてて。いつまででも待ってるから。
ごめんね。
A conversation feeling as if we were a young couple who just started dating 3 days ago. And even though we're not good at it, we still slowly continue our conversation. Sometimes we get too excited and make mistakes. Then we'll be sad for a bit, but our spirits will be back up fairly soon. We'll continue on to the next topic.
そういえばさ、うちの高弘のことなんだけどね。
そろそろ入試なんだっけ？わざわざ一般試験受けるなんて努力家だよな。
春樹くんがそういうこと言うと、嫌味か本気か判断に苦しむよね。
But in the end, we're still repeating the same mistakes. Even though it's a little painful, we're still very happy. This meaningless chatter and this terrible guitarist music, it's as if it's a prayer hoping that the snow accumulated between us will slowly melt away. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So we skipped like a couple of days. It's January 27 now.
何してんの？
ってなんだいいよか。
入り口塞ぐみたいに立ってたら通行の邪魔だよ。入らないならどいて。
いや待て、今まずい。
まずい。
何？修羅場？月曜の彼女と火曜の彼女が水曜に鉢合わせ？
そんな生優しいもんじゃない。
What?
は
？Setsuna Haruki? No,
それじゃ
what the fuck?
いただきまーす。
Oh, it's Touma and Setsuna.
もう会うこともないって言ったのに、どうしてわざわざここに座るの？柳原さん。一人で寂しくご飯食べてる刹那がかわいそうで。あなたが寄ってくるから友達が遠慮しちゃうんだよ。あと2年生に呼び捨てにされる言われもないわ。今まで通り小木曽さんって呼びなさいよ。
I didn't even know Setsuna had friends.
じゃあ小木曽刹那さん。それ美味しそう。ダイエットはどうしたのよ。なら私のおかずと低カロリー交換で。いらない。この間ごちそうになったお弁当、味は大したことなかったし。
Dang.
あなたのお弁当はそりゃもう美味しゅうございましたとも。嫌味のくらいにね。
別にあり合わせで適当に作っただけだから褒めてもらわなくても結構です。
特に煮物がいい味付けだったな。
I wanna try Setsuna food.
そう？あれってどうやってるの？だしなのか調味料の配合なのか。
あれはね、お母さん直伝なんだ。ちょっとだけ自信あるの。
ふん。
あのね、お醤油とお砂糖とみりんの比率を2対1対なんであなたに小木曽家の隠し味まで教えなくちゃならないのよ。
そういう心の狭いところが反感を買うのに。ほんと鼻持ちならない。
あなたに嫌われたって痛くも痒くもないもの。
またもうせっちゃんってば素直じゃないんだから。
誰がせっちゃんよ。適当に呼ぶのやめてって何度言ったらわかるの？
俺の言いたかったことが分かっていただけたようで何よりだ。
あれ誰？
ほら、柳原友だよ。付属の1年後輩だった。俺たちの同好会を空中分解させた悪魔のような女。
They finally explained it. After 3 years, they finally explained who's the evil girl that caused the K-On! Club to disband. So Touma was the original singer, the original vocalist for the K-On! Club, but she somehow caused it to disband. How? I think Taki is probably going to explain it right now.
いや、そっちじゃなくて、その彼女と話してる口と態度の悪い顔だけ刹那のパチモンみたいな女は誰？
She was also shorter than Setsuna too. I mean, she's younger. She's growing taller. It's called growth spurts. What she said? Who the fuck is that? That's not my Setsuna. Everyone's coming back to normal. I kind of like that.
本当に思い出しただけでも怒れてきちゃう。
さっきからとっくに怒ってるって。
Except for Haruki. Haruki is not back to normal. Haruki seems kinder, right? He's kind of uptight back then, right? Because he's the nosy school incho, whatever they call it. I forgot what they call it. I just remember incho. Hey. So Haruki's not the same. Setsuna's slowly converting back, but Haruki seems gentler.
だって聞いてよ、春樹くん。ひどいんだよ、柳原さん。
それもさっきからずっと聞いてるって。
そもそもせっちゃんって何なのよ。そんなの小学校に入る前に親戚のおばさんに一度呼ばれたっきりだよ。
It's nice to see Setsuna back. Now Haruki gotta get back, right? Rather than awful, it seems more like someone exciting has showed up in her life.
もう本当に失敗したな。去年絡まれた時に相手しなければよかった。
That's her design. Let me see. Oh, she had twin tails. She got the princess curls. Does she have princess curls now? I don't remember what she looked like. I'll look at her again. So that's what she looked like in the anime. They showed her in Introductory chapter, but you had to beat the game first. So you had to beat the game, and then you had to replay Introductory chapter. There's a scene, it's during the concert. You can see Tomo. I believe you can see Tomo. Yes, you can see Tomo. I believe. Yes, you can see Tomo. I have to remember. Because introductory chapter, you can see Tomo. You have to be introductory chapter first to see Tomo. I think. Or do you have to be Chiaki? No, I think you have to be Chiaki. Bad ending too. To see Tomo and Chiaki. Yeah, I think that's what I win. You have to be Chiaki, bad ending too. And then you meet Tomo and Chiaki when they were in high school. Chiaki in high school doesn't look too different. Like, she just got a little bit thicker when she's in college. She still had short hair back then. I don't remember what Touma looked like. She had like 2 lines, and I didn't really care. I think we didn't see her actually. Now that I remember it, she didn't have a sprite in high school. We only had her voice line. I think that's it. We can rewatch Introductory Chapter again after this.
彼女にはいろいろと恨まれてそうだもんな、せつな。
どうしてそうなるのよ。私、彼女と全然接点なんかなかったのに。ただ気に入らないからいじめるなんて、そんなのひどいよ。
I don't think the other party thinks the same way. Ever since our high school days, that girl has always been ambitious and tried to get ahead. So Setsuna has always been a thorn in her side and target of her hatred. Oh, he know about Touma. Of course he know about Touma. Haruki was in the K-On Club. That's a substitute.
大体私、付属時代は彼女のことなんか全然知らなかったんだよ。本当だよ。
そりゃ怒れてくるだろうな。
でしょ。もう明日からお昼休み憂鬱だな。どこか別のところで食べようかな。
It's understandable for the other side to be mad. Back in high school, she suffered overwhelming defeat 2 years in a row in the Miss Hojo High competition. And even the ranking worth from their respective sides were completely different. In addition, this rivalry that they share. One day, the other party realized it was only a one-sided thing. Maybe that girl now realized that she's been focusing too much on the Ogiso Setsuna up until now and has awoken to a whole new world.
でもさ、よくよく考えてみれば、せつなと俺を引き合わせてくれたのは彼女なのかもしれないんだけどな。
Yeah, she pulled that nasty prank on Setsuna.
何それ。
前にも話しただろ。旧軽音楽同好会が壊滅した理由。
Oh no! He's talking about 3 years ago. At first, we asked her to join in order to raise the bar. We had planned on using her to promote ourselves during the school festival, but soon enough, everything fell apart, and I had to come up with a backup band. With only guitarists in the group, without a bassist, a drummer, or a vocalist, I had no idea where to even start. I spent the day wandering aimlessly and was just about to ready to give up. But in that hopeless situation, Setsuna's beautiful singing voice reached my ears.
あんな性格の悪いキューピッド嫌だよ。
あの頃からずっとせつなを意識してたんだろうな。彼女の後釜にせつなが座ったことも理由の一つかも。
そんなの私のせいじゃないもん。いい迷惑。ほんといろいろうるさいんだよ。
せつなが人のことそんなに悪く言うのって初めて聞くな。
Actually, it's the second time. The first time around, it was directed at me.
それは私の周りには今までいい人しかいなかったんだね、きっと。
そうかな。実は結構気に入ってるんじゃないのか。
私が？
だってせつなってさ、今までそうやって悪口言い合う相手っていなかっただろ。なんていうか悪友みたいな。
やめてよもう。今寒気がしちゃったよ。あんなに人の嫌がることをズバズバ言う子なんてこっちから願い下げだよ。
落ち着けってせっちゃん。怒らないんだ。
まあ春樹くんならいいかなって。
どうして？
少しキュンってきたから。
Yeah, I figured as much. Setsuna is quite excited today. From my point of view, it's something to be happy about. The 29th. Thursday.
じゃあこのノートを借りてっていいんだな。
フランス語の試験は木曜だから火曜の夜までに返してくれればいいよ。
サンキュー。語学は同じ講義受けてるから助かる。やっぱ俺お前のノートが一番馴染むわ。
自分でノート取った方がもっと馴染むと思うぞ。
Today is the day off right before exam week. Taki a visit now hardly comes as a surprise.
そんなことないってマジで。何しろ6年間も使い続けてきた信頼品質だ。これで俺の進級も約束されたようなもの。
いい加減成長しろよお前も。
Even though our classes and majors are different, his habits of borrowing my notes before an exam hasn't changed since the first year of high school. During our first year in college, this guy borrowed my report, copied it word by word, and turned it in. Dang, that's plagiarism! When the professor called us in and failed us, I considered ending our friendship once and for all.
ところでお前、さっきからゴソゴソと何やってんだ？客に茶も出さずに。
探し物。あと客扱いされたかったら手土産の一つでも持ってこい。
探し物って何を？しょうがないな。ほら、手作りのクッキーやるよ。金曜の彼女が結婚するからってお別れにくれた。
Dang.
いらんわそんな重たいもん。
Damn it, I'll lose.
いやー、待つのに疲れちゃったとか言われてもさ、こっちは待たせた覚えなんかこれっぽっちもないのに、一体どうリアクションすればいいんだっていうか。
お前本当にいつか。
そんなことよりこっちが聞いたことに答えろよ。何探してるんだって？
楽譜。
As an answer, I paused my search for a moment and take out a bottle of green tea from the fridge to put on the table.
楽譜って、あ、ギターの？
ああ、付属の時に使ってたやつ。お前が来るちょっと前から探し始めたんだけど。
I tried my best to avoid noticing it. The snack he ate with his tea, the bag with the pink ribbon on it.
実家じゃないのか？
それはない。俺ここに越してきた時自分の荷物をあっちに一つも残してないし。
どんだけ親と仲悪いんだよお前。
別に悪くないぞ。お互いあまり興味がないだけで。
あまりじゃないだろ。無関心にも程があるだろ。
学費分は感謝してるし、働くようになったら借りは返すつもりだし、いよいよ介護が必要になったら帰る気だってある。
そりゃお前が誰にでも持ってる義務感だ。他人に対してはうざいほど干渉するくせに、なんで身内には。
あるはずなんだけどな。本当にどこ行ったんだか。
Both the sheet music and family love, huh?
もう分かってるよ。お風呂だったら後で入るから。それより勝手に部屋に入ってこないでよ。
だってあなた昨日だって入ったの明け方だったでしょ。今朝お洗濯に残り湯を使おうと思ったら暖かくって。
ちょっと人が電話してる時にそんな話しないでよ。
それに来週から試験なんでしょ。なのに毎日長電話して。
They're speaking of family love right now.
ちゃんと試験勉強だってしてるから心配しないで。ほら出てって出てって。
It's nice to see family in the anime, bro. Hardly see that. For some reason, the main character and the other characters are like orphans or they live independently.
とにかく今日は早く切るのよ。電話代だってバカにならないんだから。
そんなの私の勝手でしょ。自分で払ってるんだから口出ししないで。
She got the money to pay for it. She doesn't have a job.
お父さんからもらったお小遣いでね。とにかく夜更かしはやめなさい。
God dang it, Setsuna.
もううるさいな。あ、ごめんね春樹くん、話の途中で。
I like this Setsuna, bro. Don't you love that in anime? What, seeing family? Yeah. Because it feels more normal. And then it feels also more heartwarming. At least to me. MC lives alone in a big house by himself because his parents went to another country for work. Yeah, that's the classic excuse. And then they never show up in the entire anime. Did he even mention their names at all? They're like complete strangers. Not even calling once to check on their kid. Come on, bruh. What the heck? And a childhood friend comes over every day to take care of him. Yeah. It's kind of nice though, having a childhood friend.
それよりいいの？
I like that the childhood friend always have a family too though, right? The childhood friend has a very happy family, while the main character, right, live alone, super depressed, lonely house, dark house. And then the childhood friend family makes some food, so she's forced to give him some dinner that her mom make. I like that.
何が？
いや、お風呂。
What the fuck?
大丈夫。毎日ちゃんと入ってるから。
でも、ずっとつけっぱなしだとガス代が。
だからそんなこと心配しないでいいんだってば。それと女の子のお風呂の話を引っ張らないの。
Moved around too much? All my childhood friends were dudes.
ああ、いや、ごめん。
こっちこそごめんね。恥ずかしいことを聞かれちゃったね。
いや、それは別に。
さてと、じゃあ今日もお願いします、北原先生。
今日は別の曲に挑戦してみようかなと。実はさっき部屋から昔の楽譜を発掘してさ。
なになに？楽しみ。
Most of your neighbors seemed to be girls when you were growing up. That sounds pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to be honest.
それじゃ。
Things don't work out in the anime. It's okay. At least, I don't know. At least it happened. It's close enough. Come to think of it, at some point, there can be too much of it. This thing called family love. Favorite OSC? Oh shit. It ended. I don't know what OSC that was. I should have looked it up.
わがままになっちゃって、なんだか昔に戻ったみたい。
Yeah, she's back to the way she used to.
昨日俺朝4時まで勉強してたけど、俺が寝るちょっと前までずっと電話してたぜ。
New OSC? Makes sense.
そんなバカな。
本当だって、寝る前にトイレ行ったらさ、姉ちゃんの部屋から明かりと声が漏れてて。
Ah, okay.
高弘がそんな遅くまで勉強してるなんて、まるで受験生みたいな。
Oh, that's gone like. The anime made it an actual OC. That's cool. I'm gonna try to watch the anime for our album too.
母さん、俺一郎くらいならいいよね。
I wanna watch the concert soon.
それにしても、
But I gotta watch the
セツナ
anime
の方は
first.
ちゃんと寝てるのかしら。
今さら発情期ってのもな。ほんと、あの二人っていつまでも仲いいよな。
まあ、あの子が明るいのが救いだけど。
あの調子だとさ、大学卒業したらすぐ結婚したいとか言い出すんじゃない？
それならそれでいいんだけどね。
母さんはそうかもしんないけど、父さんは大変なことになるだろうな。
前みたいに隠れて泣いてられるよりは、そのくらい言ってくれる方がよっぽどいいよ。
Damn, bruh. She knows about Setsuna crying. Dang.
というわけで、見果てぬ夢でした。
すごいすごい。今日練習始めたばかりとは思えないよ。
それでも5箇所ほどとちってたけどな。
よかった。ほんと、どんどん上手くなってるよ、春樹くん。
まあ、一応昔練習した曲だし、なんとか指先が覚えてたみたいだな。
Oh, that's the name of the OSC. The Unfulfilled Dream. Damn, why they skipped it? Maybe they'll play it later in the visual novel. That said, I'm not the level where my fingers can just move on their own yet. I now know for sure that I can easily learn the guitar in a short period of time, so long as I practice 10 hours a day. And I bet she'd say something like, that's not nearly enough effort yet.
他にはどんな曲があった？
We'll play later.
私の知ってるのが多いといいな。
Okay, we could play it later.
ま、その辺は明日以降のお楽しみってことで、一応20曲くらいの楽譜は出てきたし。
そうなんだ。 しみ。でも
何？
そんなに新しい曲ばかり練習してたら春樹くん勉強する時間がなくなっちゃうね。来週から試験なのにそこまで無理なんか言えるわけないよね。
それは
Haruki's gonna graduate no matter what.
ごめん、春樹くんの都合考えないで勝手なことばっかり。
I don't know. I'm worried about Setsuna though, actually. She needs to pass the exam. She needs to stop worrying about Haruki. Worry about yourself.
刹那。
試験終わるまでは自重しなくちゃいけないよね。わがまま言っちゃいけないんだよね。電話かけたら声聞こうなんてしたら。
There it is again. Although we are having a wonderful conversation just now, like on cue, we suddenly fell into a slump, overwhelmed by our emotions and memories.
いけないんだよね。
Being on the phone this late is bad, right? We still have class tomorrow. Playing the guitar so late would cause trouble for your neighbors, right? We should probably hang up now. If we have such a long phone calls every day, your phone bill would be terrible, right, Haruki-kun? It's the same thing, every single day. And she realizes how much pressure I'm putting on myself to fulfill her wish. Setsuna, caring heart, starts crying out. Anyone with even a little bit of compassion will fall into this dilemma. But for Setsuna, it ends up being a true pitfall.
あのさ、刹那。
But it's fine.
ダメかな。
何か？
I already thought of a way to fix this.
試験期間中、電話したらダメかな。刹那の声、聞きたいって言ったらダメかな。
Dang.
それは私は全然構わないんだけど、でも春樹くんは。
Well, it's not much of a solution. It's more like my holding ground.
俺なら大丈夫。刹那が聞いてくれようがくれまいが、練習を欠かすつもりはないから。
どうして？
どうしても何も、楽器って毎日弾かないと一気に腕が落ちるから。
そうなんだ。
This isn't Setsuna's fault.
3年のブランクを少しずつ取り戻してるのに、ここでまた練習やめたら元の木阿弥だし。
The reason why I work hard, the reason why I slacked off, the reason why I continued this unproductive guitar practice. It's not Setsuna's fault. I tried to tell her that many times.
ま、俺が勝手にやってることだけど。
でもさ、結局それって私のためなんだよね。
まあな。
And then, I can only admit honestly, even though it's not Setsuna's fault, I'm doing it for Setsuna. I want to get Setsuna's attention, because I like Setsuna.
私に聞かせるためだけに春樹くん一生懸命練習してるんだよね。
今のところ他に聞いてくれる客もないし、ついでに聞かせられる腕もない。
期末試験で抜こうと思ってるんだよね。
まあできる範囲で一生懸命やるけどでも大丈夫。もう必要な単位は取ったから落第することはないし。
That's what I'm saying. He can't fail no matter what. But Setsuna's a different story. She gotta study.
私もとっくに進級は確定してる。
お互い頑張ったよな。
Wait, if she failed the exam, she's still gonna graduate? Or is she saying I'll definitely pass the exam too?
だったらさ、俺たちだってご褒美として少しくらいサボったっていいだろ。
It's nice seeing Setsuna smile again, bro. I like seeing her smile. Setsuna got the best smile in the game. That's easy, right? No other girl can compare. Even Takia was surprised. When he learned about what I was looking for, and the reason why I was looking for it, he seemed taken aback by my innocent view of things. I told him about the night when Setsuna gave me a drunken phone call. How I did my best to play the guitar to calm her down, and now, before I realized it, she peacefully fell asleep. How from the day on, Setsuna would always ask to listen to my shoddy lullabies, causing us both to stay up until late into the night. Ever since then, in order for me to put her mind to rest, I tried to increase my repertoire of music. After I told him about the embarrassing things that happened the last few days, he let out a heartfelt sigh.
なんだそりゃ。お前らは校庭の外れにある大きな木の下で女の子の方から告白して付き合い始めた中学生か？
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, right? Setsuna's like a middle school girl with her first crush. That's how she's acting.
これでも飛躍的な進歩だよ。年末に1000歩くらい後退した時と比べればな。
前々からお前らはもどかしいって思ってたけど、ここまで足踏みばっかだともう少女漫画だよな。それもずっと昔の目の中に星のあるようなやつ。
恥ずかしいこと言うな。
お前ら二人のやってることの方がよっぽど恥ずかしいわ。なあ、春樹。お前いつまでそんな街を続けるつもりだよ。
ずっとだよ。刹那がもう一度前に進もうって気になってくれるまで。
それで刹那ちゃんはいつお前と向き合うんだ？それかいつ諦めるんだ？
Damn.
さあ
ってお前
決めたんだ俺。
何を？
刹那が俺とのことにはっきり結論を出すまでずっと待ち続けるって。それまでは刹那が求めてることも刹那が逃げてることも何でも受け入れるって。刹那、
それ下手したらいつまでも何の結論も出さずにダラダラと今の関係を続けるってことにならないか？
そうなったらそうなったでいい。とにかく俺の焦りを刹那に押し付けたくない。この前はそれで傷つけてしまったんだから。
そんな生殺しいつまで耐えられるんだよ。
少なくとも3年。刹那が今まで苦しんだ分くらいは最低ノルマかなって。
お前はそれでもいいかもしんないけど、それって刹那ちゃんにとっては3年プラス3年だぞ。お前あの子に6年待たせるつもりか？お前のやってることって彼女のためとか言いながら結局は。どうした？
見つけた楽譜。よかったな。やっぱ捨ててなかった。
そうかよ。それはおめでとう。
ああ、サンキュー。これでまた刹那に新しい曲を聴かせられる。
勝手にしろ！
Dang, Haruki. My fingers stopped, and the silence set in. It's been a week since these nights' concerts started. For the first time, I managed to play White Album without any mistakes. On the other side of the line remained silent, as Setsuna completely forgot to applaud or praise it.
刹那
Did she fall asleep?
本当にいいんだね。
Did she read his mind? When I planned on asking her, a quiet whisper came from the other side of the line, accompanied by the silent sobbing.
明日も明後日も
Oh, she was talking about
試
that.
験が始まっても終わってもこれからもずっと電話してくれるんだね。
ああ、刹那がもうかけてこないでっていうまでは。
電話代大変じゃない？
今定額通話のいいのを探してる。見つかったら一緒に契約しよう。
Damn.
毎日たくさんの時間取られて毎晩夜更かしして辛くない？
バイトも必要なものだけに整理したし、自分の時間の使い方もいろいろと見直した。刹那との時間をたくさん取れるように。
毎日電話してほしいなんて、そんなわがまま言う女の子のこと呆れちゃったりしない？
しない。好きな女の子のわがままなら。
ストレートだね。
今までの反省を踏まえてね。
Take was right. This is just like one of those old-fashioned manga. I know full well how embarrassing this entire situation currently is in real life. But then again, the path that led us here was the exact opposite of what we consider favorable. The boyfriend character continued to completely betray the reader's expectation like this. He'd probably be cut from the script by now. In fact, it wouldn't even be surprising if the whole story was scrapped.
ありがとう。私とっても嬉しい。本当に嬉しいんだよ。
And yet the main heroine is a beautiful girl, and a school idol at that. When you think about it, she sooner fit the image of the main heroine rival, this girl who's beyond anyone's reach.
でも私、
いいよ。ゆっくり考えてくれれば。
ごめんなさい。気持ちはとっくの昔に決まってるの。あとはそれを伝えるだけなのに。
Yet she fell for the perfectly normal boy, who was good at nothing but studying. All this time, she's been chained to this person that's so mediocre and fickle that one could only imagine him as an inconspicuous side character.
だからいいんだって。分かってる。もともと俺の蒔いた種だし。
本当にどうしようもないね、私。
Who just happens to be the main couple at the long-running manga, where no one could possibly get a happy ending. Even the author had long lost any sort of vision of what to do with it. And everyone knows perfectly well that if no one fixes the situation, the manga would definitely be abandoned by the readers, and then cancel altogether. But who could possibly set this on the right track?
本当にいいの、春樹くん。
Then that's what I'm thinking.
こんなひどいわがまま全部受け入れちゃって。
I was thinking that the entire time. Not the shoujo manga reference, but who could possibly set this on the right track? Because, you know, at this relationship, what Takia said, the way Haruki's doing things, waiting for Setsuna, he could be doing this for his entire life. Their awkward relationship he has with Setsuna right now, right? The uncertain relationship. They're not a couple, but they're not really friends either, right? And they're not, you know, they're like it's an awkward relationship. So who's going to be that person? Is it going to be Touma? Or is it going to be a girl that haven't shown her face for 3 years? Who is it? I don't believe in Taka and Io. Whenever they get involved, I feel like things get worse.
いいんだよ。それが俺の望みなんだから。
The author is supposed to be a god in charge of fate, yet he abandoned the story and let the characters he created play out its continuation.
あなたの気持ちだけ言わせて、あなたに負担ばかり求めて、自分は何も差し出さない。こんな悪女なのに。
でも、俺にとってかけがえのない世界でたった一人の悪女だ。だから何が何でも受け入れるよ。
Not to mention, her somewhat delinquent-like rival has already stepped off the stage after the first act. We probably won't be seeing her reappear in this story, right? Is that foreshadow? They're foreshadowing right now. Super hard, because they just mentioned who's gonna set the story straight, right? Who's gonna make the story take a deep turn? And then they mentioned this character. We won't see her, right? Oh crap.
そんなこと言われると、果てしなくわがままになっちゃうよ。
なっていいんだって、せつな。
何もかも自分の思い通りにしたくて、どうしようもなくあなたを困らせるかも。
次はどんな理不尽を言い出すか、すごく楽しみにしてる。
そうやってあなたをつなぎ止めたまま、ずっとどこにも行けずに立ちすくんだままかも。
And thus the heroine, as a result of all the dramatic plot twists in the first act, and the writer's stagnation and the loss of inspiration in the second act, has completely lost all her will and courage to continue the story. Are they hinting? I think they're narrating the story. Are we gonna go to the third act? But
ずっと待ってる。
But isn't this just fine? At this point, who cares if anyone trying to set it back on track? It's not like anyone would read a manga as tedious as this anyway. Throwing shades at his own visual novel. It's perfectly fine for the story to rely on a few characters that are left, and let the story keep unfolding ever so slightly, stagnant as may be. And even if no one finds it interesting, that's fine too. Even if everyone abandons it, it becomes a long, slow, long-term manga series with a boring story. Because if that happens, no one will get hurt anymore. We'll be able to keep living our lives peacefully. Even if it feels like spending our lives in prison, or if it feels like we're half dead. So long as the main heroine doesn't get hurt, the side character will be perfectly fine too. That way, no fans, no rivals, or even the writer can get between us. In a stagnated story, we can keep pretending to be shy characters forever.
俺、待ってるから。せつな。
Because the main heroine is scared of moving forward. Because I, a side character, am the only one truly scared of moving forward. Excuse me. Because I, the side character, am the one truly scared of moving forward.
ごめんね。ありがとね、春樹くん。
謝る必要なんかないって。
I'm not being modest or trying to hide my embarrassment. I really just think you don't need to apologize to me, Setsuna. Because I'm just pretending to say something as generous as I'll be waiting. When in truth, all I'm really doing is trying to escape from the risk of being rejected. Dang. Maybe I'll never see the heroine ever again. That's the sort of hopeless situation that I'm trying to avoid. Scared of being rejected. February 2nd, Wednesday. And with that, I think that's a good stopping
それでね
point.
昨日弾いてくれたのはこれまた昔の曲だったんだけどね、尾形英二の覚えてるかな。
Ogata Eiji White Album. With that, we call this a stopping point. So far, right? I didn't expect Setsuna to reveal that she's been. I didn't think she was that depressed for 3 years. I'll be honest. I was not expecting that. Yeah, she was super depressed. That caught me off guard. But seeing Setsuna bounce up so quickly, right, back to her old self, that's really nice to see. But I'm a little bit scared what's going to happen in the end, right? The way they foreshadow things and the way they word things too, make it seem like they give you like little possibility, right? It could be either a happy ending or a sad ending. And a lot of love stories, if you make a really good love story, at least the one I experienced, there's always going to be a sad ending. Happy endings rarely existed because it's hard to make a good happy ending. Right? Obviously, you can just make them, they make it happy family, right? But you want something that's like, that really hits the viewers. And what really hits the viewers is a sad ending, but one that someone could accept, right? So, and Setsuna, in my opinion, is the true heroine of White Album 2. I think all the other heroines, they're really just side characters. Setsuna's been the main character the entire time. We saw her develop all the way from Introduction Route, seen her develop for 3 years, and then we even seen so many sides of Setsuna through all 3 heroines route. No matter what heroine route we do, we're always going to see Setsuna, and we're always going to see a new side of her too. So I like the character development and with Setsuna. So that's why I'm a little bit worried, because she's so different and unique compared to the other heroines. She won't get treated with the guaranteed happy endings like the other heroines have. I guess we'll find out more what kind of ending we'll get with Setsuna when we continue next time. So I appreciate everyone to stop by. It's been cool. Until next time. Laters. Bye.